Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play FighterZ. I'm Drunken Dan.
I mean, at this point, it's really a Let's Play. We've checked before that this is just a podcast, but...
I mean, I know, I feel like that, but it's just like, I'm just kind of have this thing when I introduce any game I'm playing, so I'm just kind of used to it. It's a habit. I mean, if I remember, maybe I'll just say, welcome to the podcast of nonsense.
You must be happy, though. There's been, like, no big news. There's been no people died this week. There's been no people outed as sex offenders this week. It's like, you've not had to tell me off about things I can and can't joke about today.
True. There's only one thing that really came up in the news, and it's more something I might talk about a little bit later, but, it's not, like, a super big thing. It's more of an annoying thing that people did. But anyway, go ahead with your thing, because you wanted to tell me about MacGyver.
No, I saw the Guyver movie.
Oh.
The movie based on MacGyver. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about MacGyver. Best I can say about MacGyver is, hey, the guy who played MacGyver was in Stargate SG-1, and I watched, like, half of that show. It was alright. Better than the movie.
I never really watched Stargate or anything.
I watched it because it was on Netflix, and then I was like, I'll continue to watch this, and I never did. And then, as like God of War came out, it turned out that Kratos was now voiced by Teal'c from that show, and I was like, huh, neat. I'm glad he's still got work.
Data boy.
I guess I don't know how to feel about God of War. It's this kind of weird thing where you have two different camps with people who talk about God of War. You have people who are like, oh my god, it's a 10 out of 10 game, it's the best game ever made. Oh, it pushes gaming it's storytelling and gaming to new heights. You have other people who are like, oh no, but it's so bad though, but it's shite, but it's not the other God of Wars, and they were masterpieces of game design. It's like,
don't get me started on those. I'll be here all day.
It's more just the case of, obviously, people take the hype, or people overhyping the game, and people therefore, having the hype.
The people, they're contrarians, and there's the people that get a little too excited over it.
To sum up my views on it, I think it's a good game, but I think because it's so story focused, it definitely hurts the game from replayability wise.
That can always be a problem in games that are very story based, where it can be really hard to replay them.
And also, I don't like there's no New Game Plus because, you know, why would there be? I guess. And I can understand people complaining because it moves away from a much more kind of focused combat design, but I never really had problems with the combat. The other people talk about, like, enemies get behind you and hit you and you can't see them.
My problem with the combat has always been enemies just take way too long to die, where I'm just smacking them and it's just like, come on, bro. We already know I've won.
Yeah. But I do think
I actually forgot how to I actually got to reteach myself how to tag. I was playing that Blood Blue game and it tags a different way. There we go. I figured it out.
Yes. You actually did wind up buying half of that game then.
To be fair, here's the thing though, it's funny. So it was like priced lower for the base game, but honestly I'd rather them just charge me $60 for everything. Like just give me the whole thing, just release it a little bit later, give me the whole thing. It's pretty good, but here's the thing. So you know how it advertised itself very heavily to being casual friendly?
Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's not because it's Arxis, and...
So, Dragon Ball FighterZ it definitely is. So, this game has very simple inputs, but because it's Arc systems and a BlazBlue game, with characters from games that are also more complicated, it has a lot of systems in it. This is the first time I actually had to sit down, because I was just getting my ass kicked online so much, and actually fucking, like, dug up a tutorial to see what the fuck I was doing wrong.
Turned out it was everything.
Pretty much. It was more of I didn't know some of the mechanics, or understand how it was working. And so I can't even really, like, the tutorial is really good. Like, I can at least say that. It is a very good tutorial, but it's definitely not real friendly to just jump in and play. If you want my recommendation for games that are more friendly, there's obviously this for jumping in and playing, because the systems are pretty streamlined. Smash Brothers, obviously, even though there's going to be, like, that one fighting game purist and be like, it's not a fighting game! Street Fighter 4, not 5. And I think those are like the best ones I can think of off the top of my head that are really good for casual play.
Fair.
So I can't. So at first I was like, yeah. When I first was playing it, like on my own, I was like, yeah, this is pretty casual friendly. Then when I went online, I was like, oh, there's a lot of things I don't know about this game. And then I pulled out the tutorial. And I was like, oh, there's a lot of fucking mechanics to this. This is not simple at all. It's a good game. It is, but it's not casual friendly.
Not if you want to actually do a PvP environment, though.
Like, against your friends, like, but then again, against your friends, any game is casual.
I don't know, man.
Well, not me, because...
I don't play things I don't play things casually. Even when it's against people who are like... Even when it's against, like, younger cousins when they used to play Smash, it's like, oh yeah, I'll hold back, but only enough so I just win.
Usually what I do is I usually pick a character that I'm shit with when I want to hold back. Because it's hard for me to hold back if I'm playing a character I'm good with. Because I just kind of play by instinct when I'm playing these games. Like, when you see me do those crazy combos, there's not really a thought going on in my head. I'm just playing by pure instinct.
Dan, don't worry, I was never under the impression there was a thought going through your head.
See, you say that, yet you still don't know how to deal with me when you play this game.
No, I haven't played it against you in like months.
True. But up until recently, I've been playing it pretty consistently still. Like, I'm not even talking about, like, LPing it, like, I'll, like, play it online. It's been, like, the main fighting game I've been playing for a while now.
Fair. Oh.
Also, one thing I want to point out about BlazBlue Cross Tag that I think is really funny. For some reason, it's, again, one of those games that puts the better cover on the inside. So you gotta flip the cover over to get the nicer art. Why do games do that?
I don't understand why games also have, like, the same cover on the interior. Have you never seen that?
That's also weird. I've seen that a couple times, and I'm just like, why? Why?
But why?
It's a waste of ink. It's a waste of ink.
I don't know. It's bizarre.
But yeah, overall I'm liking it. I'm bad at it, I'm not gonna lie to you. But, I mean, I'm gonna play it later on my own tonight and see if I get any better on it. Even though that's not gonna mean anything when, this goes up, because that's several days later.
Alright, I was gonna talk about the Guyver. And it's like, I remember people I've seen, like, some of the reviews, and people saying, oh, it's like a 4 out of 10. And it's like, actually watching the movie, it's hilarious, it's entertaining, it's great, honestly. Not in the sense of, oh, it's a masterpiece of filmmaking, but there is a level, like, suit designs and the costumes, and at least have a level of, oh wow, people on the production of this movie actually gave a shit.
That's rare.
And it's got Mark Hamill in it, just he's not the Guyver, so don't trust the poster. It's also New Line, and they just, like, there's this one line of dialogue where they just casually mention the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it's like, really want to make use of that license.
At least until Disney inevitably buys it, as they buy every IP. Aha! We own the world!
And it's like, well, I said it was a genuinely entertaining movie. I've not done the sequel yet, but the sequel's the main reason I did the first one, because the sequel's got David Hayter as the main character.
Colonel Campbell.
And is allegedly overall better film than the first one, so, like I said, also, this won't appeal to you, because I doubt you watch Reanimator, but the evil Dean from Reanimator's in it, and, what's his name? Guy voiced Question in Justice League Unlimited.
Nice.
But he's in it because he's in Reanimator. Fuck, I'm gonna kick myself not remember his name. But in the character he plays in Reanimator is Dr. Herbert West. The character he plays in fucking The Guyver is Dr. East.
East? Let me look at that map! You're fired again!
Good old Dr. East. Like, yeah. I'm gonna, like, at some point during this, like, hour and a half long podcast, I'll remember his name and just suddenly blurt it out. Jeffrey Combs!
Hey, it didn't even take the hour.
Yeah.
But at least it's good to see Mark Hamill in a good movie.
I mean, this was like 1990, I should point out.
At least it's good to see Mark Hamill in a good movie.
Yeah.
That being said, did you hear about what happened with the actress who played Rose in that movie?
No, what happened?
So, apparently she got harassed off Instagram.
Ouch.
Where, she would, mostly just, post pictures of, cats and shit, and then people would come on just, saying all kinds of, just fucked up shit at her, so she just left social media, and I can't say I blame her, but also I want to say, I hate that character, but Jesus Christ, it's just a fucking movie and an actress, just piss off, come on!
I mean, I'd be fine if we chased Ryan Johnson off of the internet. I mean, I'm not going to hold any sympathy if we do that.
But I'm not gonna, advocate, harassing people, come on.
No.
Grow the fuck up.
Not her, but Ryan Johnson, though.
Why Ryan Johnson? Just because the movie was bad?
Well, that and I just want to send... That and the whole point is about sending a message, right? If you do that and he gets chased off, then suddenly they all get absolutely terrified, don't they? If they're all like, oh shit, well if we fuck this next one up, we're all in trouble.
Yeah, but that sets a precedent where if anyone just doesn't like a thing, they could do that.
I mean, people do that anyway, though, don't they? It's hard to set a precedent of something that's already happening.
My point is, don't fucking harass people online for fuck's sake. That's my point.
Unless it's Mike Michaud, then you can totally do that. Hey,
I was expecting you to say Doug Walker.
That would require him to have an online presence.
That's true.
He has he has a Facebook he occasionally updates.
He mostly just cranks out the videos. They still make them apparently.
Yeah, I've heard this. Apparently he didn't leave.
I'm not really surprised.
I kind of am, because I feel like their audience must be basically in the toilet.
Hey, you'd be surprised if people will stick around with. Look at Spoonie, he still has an audience for some reason.
He doesn't even put out content.
I know, but he still gets money on Patreon.
That's sad.
It is sad. Oh god, I'm probably going to die. And I only have 2 characters. Oh fuck! I actually lost it! Oh god, I got 18 left! Shit! To be fair, I am fighting one of the best characters in the game, Adult Gohan. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Gohan fan, I'm saying that because I pay attention to the fucking tournament scene. I know what's going on. I know who the strongest characters in this game are.
Is it Nappa?
Yes, it's totally Nappa.
Finally, Nappa's time to shine. Now it's Nappa time.
I can't even fight with AT. She sucks so bad. She is so bad at this game.
But yeah. Something else I watched. I mean, I watched Jurassic Park again yesterday.
The original or one of the other movies?
The original.
Okay.
I keep debating, should I go and rewatch Jurassic World again? I don't even hate them. I quite like the movie, but I like it because it's so horrendously stupid.
It's stupid, and it knows it's stupid, and I'm okay with it.
Around the time you get Kingpin from the Daredevil Netflix series just saying, no, but what if we took those raptors and we sent them into Afghanistan? It's that's the worst idea I've ever heard. Keep talking.
To be fair, remember, the original background for the fucking, what was it? For fucking, Resident Evil was that those things are supposed to be super soldiers.
Yeah. I mean...
Those fucking zombies and shit. Oh wait, holy shit, they actually rendered out Jiro's lab. Wait, didn't this get blown up? Didn't Krillin specifically blow this place up?
He blew up one of Jiro's labs, but mad scientists have many labs. You never...
They just forget about them.
I mean, you never saw Dr. Wheeler's summer base.
How many labs did Dexter have?
I don't know, he 7, probably. What I want to know is where he kept that lab. His house did not look big enough to have that.
oh look, character hit, and there's like a cloud. Oh no, the dust settles and they're still there. Who's seen that coming? That never happened in Dragon Ball.
Oh no.
Oh, you actually
They don't-
managed
they-
to follow me all the way here. You truly are pests.
But
What I like is how they did it so many
So
times
that's
with
the wave
Jiren.
machine
It
you're
was
holding.
borderline parody.
I can feel the waves. This is
I mean, they did lots of things with Jiren that was borderline parody,
Yes.
like giving him
She
dead
saw
parents
me
as a
long ago,
backstory.
Prior to my awakening.
No, that's how you make a character the most relatable.
Use that
Yeah,
to seal the
alright.
power and
Because
souls
remember,
of
Bruce
everyone
Wayne is
who
such a
destroys
relatable
us.
character.
Yeah, he's only a billionaire
Hoping
playboy,
to
philanthropist.
devour them all.
Genius, millionaire, martial artist.
He's a billionaire and
Inventor.
a millionaire. That's how rich he is.
Yes,
Fuck the 1%.
he's got all the money in the world. He's a genius. He literally knows every science. He can invent whatever the fuck he wants.
Convoluted plan.
He's one of the best martial artists on the planet.
I agree.
And he just always has
There's also
kryptonite
a
on
very
hand.
risky plan.
Yeah, and he always knows the right plan because nobody writes him anymore as a paranoid fucking schizophrenic.
In addition, since she and
I mean, why would you do that when you've got Batgod?
the waves
Why
also
would you do
affect
that
the
when that
villagers.
actually gives him a flaw and makes him a little bit interesting?
Then why did she want
But
to-
no. The least relatable characters are insert character with superpowers here. Because they are insert mutant, alien, or something here. Even though their background is they just lived on a farm, or just had a regular family, or...
I like how you were trying. You were trying to keep it generic. Like, oh, I wonder.
And I went
who
to Superman.
Dan- I wonder who Dan could be talking about. Oh wait, it's Superman.
But I'm not wrong!
No, you're not. I agree with you, but it's just funny.
I tried, and it's just like... Fuck, I was gonna slowly put it in the bring up Superman, and then it just went straight for it. Either way, I'm fucking right. He has a much... You take out the alien bit of him, and it's just a guy who lived in Kansas who became a superhero. You take out the dead parents from Batman... Still the same fucking lunatic. You can't take away anything from Batman and still have the same person. Or not have, like... You know what I mean? Like, he's still unrelatable. Bruce Wayne is the least relatable superhero I can think of off the top of my head.
Plus, it's worth pointing out that Superman kind of starts off life as an allegory for immigrants.
Yeah.
Like, just so people coming to New York. And,
I guess people still don't know that, but then again, people are
yeah,
stupid.
but people don't know a lot of things. People don't know that the first cover of Action Comics with Superman on it was meant to be kind of, oh, look at this horrifying monster, crushing that car with ease. And then the surprise reveal of, oh, no way, he's a good guy.
Except for that didn't work. Everyone's just like, oh, who's this guy and how is he so strong?
Well, that's kind of, well, the point was that, because before they did Superman, the two guys who did it, I can never remember their names.
He was originally going to be some kind of villain.
Well, they actually did a short story called Rise of the Superman, which was about a guy who gets mental powers and becomes an evil genius and tries to take over the world, and it was all about that whole, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. So when you come to a comic strip that's called Superman, the kind of assumption was, oh, it's going to be just like Reign of the Superman or Rise of the Superman, whichever one it was, and then, oh, no, it's a all-American hero who's a filthy immigrant. Coming over here.
My country doesn't have those. None of us immigrated here.
Coming over here, taking jobs from hard-working American superheroes. I'm sure they exist somewhere.
Batman didn't work hard. He just ended up having everything.
Batman was literally born with a silver spoon.
He literally was born with a silver spoon and had the genetic luck of just instantly learning whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
And also the genetic luck of having really good physique and being able to train his body to improve his physique even more.
It's a good thing there's never been a Street Fighter versus DC, because he would certainly learn the Satsui no Hado in an instant.
I hate you.
He would learn that in an instant, except for he would learn the non-kill variation, where he just, like, breaks all their limbs.
Okay then.
Where
And
he
then puts them
totally
in a coma for
where
like a
he
week.
totally kills them.
No. When he bashes their head in an Arkham, they're not dead. They're just knocked out. It's fine.
What about when he runs over them with his bat tank that's traveling at 90 miles an hour?
No. He didn't kill anybody in those Nolan movies. What are you talking about?
What about when he has the rubberized, the vulcanized rubber bullets that like fire out at like 1,000 miles an hour from his fucking machine guns he's got mounted on his bat tank?
That doesn't kill people. What are you talking about?
Goku, finally.
Well, at that time he shot Darkseid.
Also, Goku and Krillin are here, so finally I can have another character on my fucking team.
Yay,
And
Krillin!
Sadly, I'm debating who to keep, either Krillin or 18. But at least I have Goku, so I have a fucking character now. I at least have two characters now.
That's rare. Dan is thankful to have Goku.
Wait, hold on. Goku disappeared. If he comes back with more people, that'd be great. Oh wait, no. Goku just fucked off. So, oh wait, no. Goku's back. Oh, he got sensu beans.
Good old sensu beans.
Of course, Korin had some prepared. He always does. I mean, every other week they come and ask for fucking beans, so I can't blame the guy. He should start charging for this shit.
What's he gonna do with money?
That's true. I mean, Yajirobe should start charging for this shit.
What's Yajirobe gonna do with money?
Buy a new car.
He never gets off the fucking lookout!
Hey, I'll have you know I occasionally leave.
Only if he's absolutely forced to.
There was that one time I came down. I took out Vegeta's tail.
The first thing
How many of you cut off Vegeta's tail?
I mean,
There is no doubt.
no, I guess it's fair.
Let's be real. The true heroes in that fight were Yajirobe, Gohan, and Gohan, because they're the ones who technically defeated him.
The true
Not
hero,
Goku.
the true hero is Vegeta, who just kind of gave up.
To be fair, he was pretty fucked up and had to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Poor Jeets. And so began his spiral down into being the second best.
Contrary, I always save the best.
Always
for
number
last.
2, never number 1.
Goku, my sweetie.
Oh,
Goku.
good, and now
I
we
can't
have
help it.
a
You
double
look
entendre with
absolutely
Goku and
scrumptious.
Evil 21.
She wants to eat him.
Yes.
She wants to eat his meat.
Seriously creepy, do you know that?
You gotta beat the meat, Goku.
You'll get a stomachache.
If you aren't careful what you... Wait, Goku here is saying, if you aren't careful with what you eat, you'll get a stomach ache. Okay, listen here, bucko. I could take that guff from anyone else in this fucking franchise.
Worry.
But you, and maybe Majin Buu.
The stomach ache. Who the fuck are you kidding, Kakarot?
Snag instant transmission. Bye-bye now.
You had a fucking heart virus, you fucking slob. It took a fucking kid from the future to give it to you, and your dumbass forgot to take it, so you were out of commission for a good chunk of the fight.
Coincidentally,
Yeah.
just long enough so he never had to fight any of the androids and defeat them.
Crazier than I thought.
Yeah, isn't that kind of convenient?
She mastered instant transmission.
Actually, yeah, he never defeated a single android.
Nope.
He technically lost the cell.
Yep.
Glad
Yeah, he-
that's
Man,
over.
Goku,
Technically
you were a
lost-
pushover in
Technically
Cell
lost to 19 as well.
Oh yeah, he technically did lose that fight. And then
You guys
Vegeta
know
shows
we were
up
here.
and just fucking jobs him.
And then Jiro just
Seems
kind of
like you knew
runs
about
like a
21
bitch.
splitting apart, too.
To be fair, wouldn't you in that situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I guess if I was Jiro, I probably would have augmented myself to be as strong as 17 and 18, so...
Yeah, but you see, that would make sense.
About what's been happening. The linking.
And I never understood it. It's like, wait. So actually, if we put 21 in the mix, he made all of the other androids so much more powerful than him.
Yep.
Why would he not make himself the strongest one?
Well, the thing is,
okay,
21
I understand the cell thing. I can get that. But everyone else,
I'm pretty sure 21 has to have been made by, his supercomputer or something, because
probably.
he
But either way, he should at least be stronger than 17, 18, and 16.
should at least be stronger than 13.
Just forget about it. I mean, you didn't actually want to fight me.
Man, android numbers don't mean shit, just like power levels.
It seemed different from how there had to
Uh-oh.
be some
Oh, Krillin's doing the thing. It was like, oh, I knew there was a reason you're fight. You were going easy on me
Oh,
even.
Krillin. You know me so well.
Well, sort of.
I forgot there can be relationships in this series that aren't Chi-Chi and Goku.
So
Well,
Daddy
Bulma and
told you what you
Vegeta.
need to know, right? The monster you
Yeah,
ran
I
with you?
forget that
Now,
sometimes.
if only Videl was in the game.
If only Videl was allowed to be a character.
Yeah, that android can turn people into
If only
kids.
Marin could make a comeback.
She was a character once, and then Toriyama said, but they all go in the kitchen.
Majin Buu.
Because that makes sense with her character.
It's possible that
Oh, no,
someone
she
can
never
help
wanted to
someone
fight. I've made fun of this 100 times, but it never stops annoying me.
That's the key.
Fucking hell, Toriyama.
Hey, maybe Broly 4 will fix it.
Over her hunger.
I
Put a stop to her before she ends up.
hope he says, Kakarot for a while, and then they go, no, we call him Goku now. He's like, oh, Goku! Kakaroto Goku! He just yells it all at once, and they tell Vic Mignogna to yell that.
Poor Vic.
What is it?
And then Vic signs his retirement papers.
Not exactly.
Vic's just like, fuck this, I'm gonna go voice Ruby for a week.
You're really going to help me?
He does the voice of Ruby from Ruby now.
No, he's actually in Ruby, I think.
Oh, he is? Okay.
I forget who. I don't know who he is though. I think he's like her uncle or something.
We didn't come
I
to this place looking
don't
for a
remember.
fight after all.
So maybe he'll be in cross tag battle.
It's just literally Vic Mignogna. It's just Vic Mignogna.
I mean, I hope so because I want to see them misspell his fucking last name.
They're not going to.
Vic McNurganug. Vic McNurganug.
Pretty tight guard. Although
I want to hear the English voice, the English announcer say his name. Vic Mignogna.
Oh,
I'm surprised they actually say Ruby Rose properly. Well, it's more like they kind of put a weird enunciation on the Y, where it's like Ruby Rose.
You don't have
It's
to
weird.
worry about him getting involved.
I do like hearing how they say Linnea's name, where it's like Linne. It's kind of funny.
sorry.
She's a character from the Under the Night game.
Fair.
Because the reason I picked it up was I like Persona Under the Night, and Ruby's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's dumb, it's not very good, but I like it.
Fair. I mean, you can enjoy the show all you want.
Thank you.
You're not gonna hear me try and say how it's great. No, it's stupid. I'm just watching it to see dumb fights.
I won't judge you verbally.
Oh, don't worry, I judge me all the time.
Good.
Hey, don't mention it.
Yeah.
I'm judging myself right now.
You know, what, it occurs to me we should actually probably talk about E3. That's next week.
You know what's funny? So, here's the funny thing with me and E3. I just don't really give a shit anymore. I haven't given a shit in the last couple of years. Like, I used to follow it really, really closely and watch the fucking streams. I remember back when G4 was a thing, I'd watch the coverage on there.
I'll watch other people watch the streams. Does that count?
The most I do now is like, because usually when I usually just wait and I'll see something get announced, people will usually jump and go, hey, did you hear? X got announced. It's like, or X has a release date, and then I already know, so then I know that way. And then when E3's done, or if I feel like it, I'll just look up what got announced that day.
Well,
And then if it's something that catches my interest, I'll be like, oh, let me look at the trailer for that, or whatever they revealed for it.
yeah,
That's pretty much it.
that's mostly what I do, but it's still fun to speculate what we might see. I.e., who do you think is going to be in Smash 5?
Probably a Toad.
I actually
Fucking
think
Toad.
I think Bomberman might be in.
But he's owned by Konami.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Third-party characters in a Smash game.
Okay, let me explain. He's owned by Konami.
Yeah, so would Snake though.
Okay, I hear you, but he's owned by Konami. I don't think you understand yet.
No, I get you what you're saying. You know, apparently Konami has 2 new games to announce at this year's E3.
Holy shit! Other than 16, who's dead forever, I have, like, everybody but, like, Vegeta and Boo.
Poor cheats.
Alright, so, 18, goodbye. Let's put in Gohan. I'm gonna keep 21 just because she's the main character of the story. Though I'm gonna switch her to the back a little bit. After I pick my next one. Okay. Oh, wait, no, Vegeta's right here. I'm blind. So, who am I missing? Cell and Frieza, though Cell is dead. Oh wait, Boo's right there, so I guess it's Cell and Frieza, or like, no, Cell's dead, so would it be, it'd have to be some of the villains, I guess.
Frieza, Ginyu, Nappa.
Yeah, it'd have to be one of them, or two of them, because there's 2 slots that are empty, or locked. Let's see here, who do I want? Okay, Gohan, and then who else do I want? Okay, I want someone who's at least around their level, so I guess I'll go with Goku.
Oh, it could actually be like Goku Blue and Vegeta Blue.
Oh wait, I'll just use Vegeta. Let's put her... Let's put Gohan up front. Okay, there we go. There we go, that's a good lineup for me. What time are we at? We're only at a half hour, okay. I'll do like 2 more things and then we'll end it. Hopefully we can actually stay under an hour for once.
Would be nice, but...
But, I mean, like, we could guess who they might put in, but, like, yeah, I don't think Bomberman will get in. If I'm wrong, though, I'd be happy, because Bomberman would be cool to have, though. I don't know what kind of moveset would you give Bomberman, other than throwing bombs?
Well, I mean, you've got, like, all the you've got both N64 games to also draw stuff from as well.
I mean, you can have him throw different types of bombs, but,
like you could, well, think his up smash, his up B could always be like the helicopter attachment we got in Bomberman Hero. Like a recovery move as well. Like, I think there's definitely a moveset you could do. The only reason I think that he might get in is because they released the Bomberman game as a Switch launch title and it did amazingly well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So that's the main reason I think he might get in. That's one of the third-party characters. I think Sonic will be in just because, well, why wouldn't he be at this point?
Yeah, no, I definitely want him in. I still think that probably most of the roster from the last game is going to get me in. Because even if it's not a port, I think they're going to reuse a number of the assets from it.
I think...
Which I'm okay with. Even if it was a port, I'd be okay with it.
I think the protagonist from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will be in.
Which that I think is cool. But I'm trying to figure out how you do his blade thing. Like, would you have him like switching between like Pyra and what's the other one's name?
Mithra, I think. Mithra? I don't know. I can't remember. But well, I mean, you could have it be like Pokemon Trainer in that regard. They stand up on the side. And
I'd like to see Pokemon Trainer come back now.
Yeah, it would be nice. A friend, they might actually do another Pokemon, gem. They might do it just because.
The new Pokemon game coming out.
Let's Go Pikachu. A friend of mine reckons that we'll see something from Gen 8.
Honestly, if they did like a Gen 8, like where it's just like the Pokemon Trainer but Gen 8 Pokemon, that would be kind of cool.
Well, just because obviously he at first thought we'd get Decidueye, but he's changed his mind.
If I honestly would like. Speaking of that, I would like it if Incineroar was a character.
You just want to do wrestling moves.
Yes, I do. But he would also be a fun character to play, I think.
Well, anything can be better than Pokken Tournament.
But he was added to Pokken?
No, I don't think I don't think he was, but just I've never heard people really speak favourably of Pokken.
I actually, like, the only person I knew, there was like one person I knew who was playing it and he liked it, but like, I haven't heard much of it.
My friend just basically told me that it was a super abusable fighting system that basically let you get away with just kind of endless projectile spam, and very hard to actually punish people for it because of how movement was made. I don't know.
I wouldn't know. I haven't played it.
Yeah. I mean, I'd honestly I'd be amazed if we didn't see like something from Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey wind up in the game in some capacity.
It would just be probably like Breath of the Wild Link.
Probably, but I would.
So it'd probably just be Link. Maybe he'd get like one extra thing from Breath of the Wild. Actually, no, he would have different weapons. Never mind.
Yeah. As I said, it might be. I would be amazed if something from Breath of the Wild didn't make it in some capacity.
I mean, that thing showed like the silhouette was definitely the Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah.
So I'd be more surprised if there wasn't one.
Inkling's gonna get in. Well, we knew that one, obviously. Hard to think what else could make it in. I guess we'll hopefully see next month. I mean, they've got plenty of stuff to talk about. They've also got Metroid Prime 4, which they promised.
Yeah, there's Metroid Prime 4. But actually, just for fun, what characters would you, whether they would get in or not, what characters would you like to see in Smash Brothers?
Beautiful Joe.
I would like that too.
Just
Shizuoji would be great.
Well, he's also been in his own Smash clone. A friend of mine wants Banjo-Kazooie, and I could quite easily see them working.
Yeah, though the problem is getting Microsoft in on it, and
Well, apparently Microsoft's been in on it for like ages. They've actually been trying to get them in, allegedly.
the funny thing is, I believe that, but I also believe that they were probably like, yeah, you can have them in. Give us your money, lots of it.
Yeah.
Like a ludicrous amount of money, like comedy levels of money.
As for other ones, I would like to not have Bayonetta in. Does that count?
Ooh, that's gonna get you some flack.
Well, it's not that I dislike Bayonetta, I just think she's extremely powerful in that game.
I mean, she is, but
Uh,
I like her in it, though. I'm not like a Bayonetta player or even like a fan of the Bayonetta games. See, now I'll get all the heat. See, I saved you.
Better you. Well, I don't think I get heat for saying I don't want this really disgustingly overpowered character to be in this game.
At least just balance her out a bit.
It's like now I hated Symmetra to begin with, and now that they've made her broken as fuck, I'm be happy if she gets deleted.
Who?
Symmetra in Overwatch.
Oh, actually, there's a nerf coming out for her.
Already? God damn.
It's a rework. She'll now have to aim.
Oh no, I know about that. They've actually that rework has made her disgusting. She's
How so? I haven't played it.
so basically, you know those orbs she fires as her secondary fire.
Yeah.
They do slightly less damage, but she can vomit them out at like rapid pace.
Oh god.
The damage amp is still a gun actually does the same damage, and ramp, but just you need to aim it. But instead of like her ultimate being a teleporter and a shield generator, she can just throw teleporters that anyone can walk through. She can throw her turrets at range.
When you say anyone, you mean like other teams?
Well, no, anyone on your team. But you can also like throw objects for it, like Devo mechs can travel through the
Oh damn!
And also, her ultimate ability puts like a 5,000 HP barrier that covers the entire map. So, she's extremely potent already now that it's up on the testing server and will probably be released next week. I'm just excited for the Doomfist buffs.
Yeah.
They gave.
I don't know what else got added, but
It's literally just buff Doomfist by giving him 5 extra shields on every ability and increasing movement speed on Meteor Strike. And Orisa gets 15%, has like a 50% reduction on her ultimate charge.
That noise is me dropping a game case for the audience at home.
Oh. Usually people just drop the mic.
The mic's on a stand. It'd be hard for me to do that. Oh yeah. So I guess I should mention like characters that I'd want. Let's see here. Who would I want? For Mario characters, we know the two I'm going to say is Waluigi and Daisy.
I'd like
Waluigi. If I could only have one, I'd take Waluigi.
Wah.
Wah.
I'd like
What were you going to say?
Cappy is his own separate character.
He just possesses the other players and makes life hell. That's all he does. He just takes away control from players and he can fly as far as he wants.
I mean, that could be actually an assist trophy.
Or a boss.
Yeah.
Assist trophy though would actually be pretty good. Like if it like takes away a player's control, or like just makes it so they can't hurt the player who originated the assist trophy, and basically makes them have to work for you for a bit.
That would be interesting, actually. Yeah. So yeah, anyone else you'd be interested to see?
Let's see here. See, if it was gonna be a Fire Emblem character, I'd want it to be someone who doesn't use a fucking sword. So, like, I would say like a spear user, or like an axe user, or like an actual mage. If I was to pick someone from Echoes, who would I want?
Surely you want the dolphin.
The dolphin?
Yeah, Echo the dolphin.
I get it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see, if I was... Because I'm also trying to think of who could plausibly get in based on, like... I'm gonna try with a mage first, but... I mean, they... Actually, no, they could use Silica, because she's like one of the main characters in that game, and she's a mage. They just have to not let her use a sword. Did you hear that, Sakurai? Don't give her a sword!
I'd be fine with a sword, just don't give her a counter as well.
And don't give her a counter, for fuck's sake!
When in doubt, put the counter on them.
Let's see here. If I was to pick someone from Fate, probably Hinoka, because she's a spear user and has the flying horse, so you can probably utilize that for like a final smash. And there's not really like a spear spear user in the game. I guess that would be it for Fire Emblem. Maybe like Hector, but now the only reason I'm not saying Lyn is because we have so many fucking sword users, which is really funny. So I made a joke tweet about this the other day, but like people will be like, there's so many Fire Emblem characters, why do they all have swords? And then they'll turn around and go, I want Lyn in the game. She's both of those.
But swords are cool.
I mean, I like Lyn, but come on. The game has more sword users than Soul Calibur. That's not a joke, I checked.
Oh, you know who actually I'd put in? I'd put Shantae in.
Ooh, yeah, Shantae would be good.
And they just had the Ultimate Edition came out, so cross-promotion.
Yeah, and she has a lot of moves that you could work with her transformations and shit, so she's got a lot you could do. She has a lot of potential for a character. I would love to see her in the game. And also, we'd have like another female character for the game.
Finally, way forward would get the attention they deserve.
Finally.
So we could get Billy and Jimmy, or Bimmy and Jimmy.
Jimmy and Jammy! That reminds me, like a little quick anecdote. With one of my DMs, I tried to convince him to let me play as two monks, and I was going to name them Bimmy and Jammy, and he wouldn't let me do it.
Why?
He didn't want me controlling two characters.
Oh.
That was the only reason. He also declined me playing a character named Barnacle Bill the Sailor.
Aww.
He was going to be a Bard Brawler hybrid whose bardic instrument was going to be a door.
It's fine. I'm forever disallowed from playing pirates in my D&D games.
Was it my very first DM actually disallowed me from playing bards?
The only reason I'm not allowed to play pirates though is because I always call them Captain Track Sparrow. I know, right? I know, right?
What was it? My brawler I played? His name was Brock Wrestler.
Nice. Nice, I see what you did there. Oh.
But, let's try to think of other characters. Because I'm also trying to stay out of third party, but I'm kind of running out of Nintendo stuff, because honestly, there's not a whole lot. Oh wait, no, I got another one. Adeline from Kirby. That's the only other Kirby character I want is Adeline.
I could see Dixie Kong, actually.
Oh, Dixie Kong would be good.
Yeah.
I just don't think of Donkey Kong because I'm not like a big Donkey Kong guy.
I was mostly thinking on it because of things that come out semi-recently, and I know they recently released, or re-released, the Frozen Wastelands.
Ah, the one people actually play because people actually bought a Switch.
Tropical Freeze, yeah, that was it. Well, I mean, yeah, if we don't want to go too heavy into third-party characters, for other things we can finally expect to see at E3. Release date for Kingdom Hearts 3, please!
Actually, if I do want to say third-party, there's honestly only one that I want.
Kazuma Kiryu?
Okay, two. Kazuma Kiryu and Dr. Robotnik. Funny enough, both are Sega. Huh. Because that's the only other Sonic character I'd want. Like, if you were to say I could only pick with the Sonic characters, the only ones I would want would be like him or Knuckles or Tails. I wouldn't want anything after the classic line. Like, I wouldn't want Shadow the fucking Hedgehog. Actually, after we get past the classic, the only character that I think was any good was Blaze the Cat. Fuck. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, no, none of them.
Fair.
I think that would be it for third party, because honestly, like, I don't want to throw a whole bunch of third party characters in. I do want Mega Man back in, but I think he'll probably get back in.
Yeah, if they want to promote 11, they will.
Mega Man 11, or as I call it, take that, Inafunen!
Choke on these nuts and bolts.
By the way, that game actually looks really good. I got to see extended gameplay of it. It's looking really good.
That's good.
Actually, but that's pretty much it for me as third party. Is there anyone you want to mention real quick?
I don't think of anyone. I mean, there's lots of people I would say, man, it'd be hilarious if they were, but no one I think, they would be a great fit. Like, I'd kind of like to see Leon Kennedy in, just for shits and gigs. Have you heard the rumor that that Resident Evil 2's remake is going to be over-the-shoulder RE4 camera?
I did hear that, and I'm okay with it. Because, it was never... So, the reason RE4 wasn't a horror game is because it wasn't a horror game. It was just a bunch of enemies standing in a room going, money is today, money is today, in a brightly lit room, unless it was one of the few times it was dark out.
Mm.
Oh, look! There's the guy with the chainsaw walking directly in front of you! Are you terrified because he's scary? No, because I might instantly die!
Fair.
Because the game is clunky, too! I think 4 wasn't a fucking horror game. Whenever people say, oh, it's Resident Evil 5's fault, it went away from horror, it's like, no, it's 4, you fucking twits. Actually, if you want me to go further down the line, it's 3. Where Jill Valentine bursts out of an exploding building with a fucking machine gun. And a tube top.
I mean, hey, it was her day off.
She was getting ready for the fucking thing in her background in the thing. I remember this because I remember hearing, like, watching the bit where she's like talking about how she's getting ready for this shit to go down. She's getting all ready. So what did she do? She comes out in a tube top and fucking heel boots.
Not like super heel boots though.
Yes, they could have been worse. They could have been worse, but they were still really silly.
She's not quite a Soul Calibur character yet.
It's not quite Ivy.
But
That's not fair. Ivy has more personality than Jill Valentine. Oh!
you say these things, but I don't think even you believe that one.
No, I do! Because Jill Valentine has absolutely no fucking personality.
I mean, as for other things...
If I said Taki, then you could call me out, and I'd be like, yeah, they're equal.
But as for other things that are potentially going to see, I mean, Square's doing a presentation, which I'm going to assume is going to be Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 3. We swear it's real, it's coming out. This wasn't all an elaborate hoax, we promise. That's
So
what
will
I'm
it have a release date?
I hope so, because it's still allegedly this year.
Allegedly.
I mean, they've never actually confirmed. I mean, when we get an actual day that they are sticking to, I'll believe it.
I understand.
Right, maybe we'll see a trailer for Final Fantasy VII's remake. Maybe. Probably not, though.
I don't expect them to announce it. In fact, here's the way I look at it. If I expect nothing and I get something, then I'll be fucking ecstatic. If I get nothing, then I'll be like, well, this is what I expected. See, people tell me, oh no, you're being cynical. It's like, no, I don't think you understand. This is the best way, because I don't lose either way. If I get nothing, I lost nothing.
Okay.
If I get something, I get everything.
Oh, Dan, you're always a loser.
I mean, yeah, but that's besides the point. Jeez.
Apparently Remedy's going to be at E3, so maybe we'll finally get Alan Wake 2.
Oh, I actually forgot what Remedy was for a second there. I was like, Remedy?
You're like, who? Oh, right, the people who did Max Payne, the 1 and 2, and then Alan Wake, and then I think they did a game for the Xbone, Quantum something, but nobody I know ever played it.
I don't know.
Because I don't...
Right, after this fight, this map's over, and then I think I'm gonna call it. If a cutscene doesn't pull out, then we'll actually be under an hour.
Blasphemy.
By a couple minutes, probably. But we'll still be under an hour.
That's more like it.
Life goals!
I'm actually struggling. Oh, right, we'll see about the new Fallout 76.
Fallout Rust.
Yeah, a friend of mine is also also believes that we're going to get PUBG Fallout soon.
Oh, I can't wait. Sadly, it'll have more original content than PUBG.
Yeah, but
then again, PUBG has no original content. It's a fucking asset flip that got popular.
You know what? You know what Fallout 76 will have that PUBG won't have though?
What's that?
Paid mods.
That's true.
Oh, Bethesda. Best company 2014, whatever it was they won.
I still remember that.
Man, those were the days. The days. Oh, I guess there's one fight. I guess speaking of corruption, the Football World Cup's next week, or this week when the video goes out. Do you know where it's being hosted?
Hold on. Just for the American audience, you're talking about actual football, right?
Yeah, the one from this country. The one where you kick the ball, you don't pick it up with your foot.
I don't understand that, but anyway, why we called it. Anyway, go ahead.
So anyway, it's being hosted in a certain country this time, and the bizarre spoilers. It's being hosted in Russia, which I don't know if you've been aware of the news within the last.
Russia never does anything corrupt.
Well,
just ask Donald Trump.
Well, just ask that man they clearly assassinated with nerve gas in Salisbury.
Or ask that reporter that they stabbed.
Or ask that one guy they killed in a London restaurant with a radioactive isotope that they literally traced back to a plane that came from Russia. So
they never do anything.
But the whole point is there's this ongoing debate about this assassination that was very clearly Russia. Very clearly.
Ah, damn it, it's going to be a cutscene. There goes that goal. Go ahead, continue.
I mean, it gives me time to bitch. So there's this whole ongoing debate, and we're still, England's still sending a fucking football team. It's like, no. Just say no, because there's also been so many allegations about how this bid for the World Cup was got with bribery, and that's nothing new. Every World Cup bid is got with bribery. Every Olympic bid is got with bribery. Why do you think Brazil hosted it? Literally crippled their country financially because they bribed them.
Yup.
Because the IOC, International Olympics Committee, are fucking thieves and charlatans. But whatever, they get away with it. It staggers me because I saw a advert for a pseudo documentary series by a British comedian who went over to Russia, and his exact words were, and I swear he must have written this sarcastically, and I'm amazed he could say it with a straight face. To find out, he went over there to find out what this beautiful game means to this beautiful democracy. He's talking about Russia.
Russia never does anything corrupt.
A beautiful democracy headed up by a lunatic who literally assassinates political opponents.
I'm fully expecting there to be like a sniper just shooting the legs off of fucking football players to make their team win.
No, I'll be honest. If none of the football teams don't get horribly murdered, I'll be somewhat disappointed in Putin. Or detained at customs for smuggling. I mean, it would also be the perfect opportunity for him to turn around and go, "See, we're not so bad, not as bad as those dopers." I mean, not as if most Russian athletes have also been found out to be taking performance-enhancing drugs or anything. In fact, most of them kicked out of the Olympics last time.
No question then. That means we
I don't know, man. This whole thing, it's just this hilarious joke of, man, we need to talk about how Russia is, infringing on other countries' sovereignties, getting involved in the whole Syria business debacle, and then basically public assassinations in foreign countries. But it's okay though. We're still going to go over there and play a game of football with them, right up until they kill us all.
Right until they start kneecapping the fucking players.
I mean, what I'm expecting is for the planes just to be shot out the sky, and then to say, "Oh, it was a mechanical fault of the engines."
There's a time where I'd say, "Oh, they wouldn't be that avert," but he's been pretty fucking avert.
Just literally shot passenger planes out the sky in some eastern country. So, or allegedly shot planes out the sky. So,
we don't know if those bullets are real or not. Maybe those planes didn't even exist.
Now you're just starting to sound like Donald Trump. It's all fake news.
That was the joke.
Yeah.
I was trying to be subtle by not doing my terrible, terrible Donald Trump impression.
Well, don't worry.
Those planes weren't real.
I think Donald Trump is actually an alien doing a terrible Donald Trump impression.
I'm pretty sure Donald Trump is actually like like that hair is like a squirrel or a weasel, and it's just like a man suit that like plugs into the top, so it's like a squirrel mecha, and like the hair that we see is just the back of the squirrel's tail.
It's entirely
And
possible.
if things don't work out,
Fake news.
Just sounds like you said fake nudes.
It often sounds like he's saying fake nudes.
oh, it's nothing.
These are the fakest nudes. These were definitely done in Photoshop. I could
Get to
tell.
work.
This is Photoshop. I could tell because the lighting. Yeah, it's the lighting.
Good
I know all about lighting. The best lighting. The greatest lighting. It's beautiful lighting.
Make lighting great again.
Make lighting great again.
Yeah, what though? We will be sad when Donald Trump goes.
To hell.
Well, I mean, just in general, because who are we going to make fun of now? It's like, I remember the national sadness when George W. Bush was no longer president.
That was more of the. Oh, now I can't. Now it's hard to make jokes.
Yeah, now you can't be funny. Now you can't, like, just laugh because the president's an idiot. You can only laugh because the president's not able to do anything because Congress hates him.
Yeah. That's more just frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, this is frustrating, terrifying, and stressful as well, to be fair.
What?
But anyway, the
Oh.
cutscene's over.
Hooray! Was it under an hour? Did we do it?
If we wrap up now, we can get under an hour.
Oh, shit. Quick, think of a topic.
No.
Oh,
Have a good day, everybody.
bye.
Don't you worry, she's